under the coaching of Anthony Seibold, the drop balls and bad habits, finding the key to unlocking their destructive powers was quite easy.
We're not doing too much differently. We're probably just simplifying it, you know, and just really getting a narrower focus in our game for us there. You know, we've got to go forward and get great momentum. You know, we're moving with a bit more shape, and you know, that takes numbers off you, which is good for us.
5'8" Cody Walker sees the benefits on a weekly basis.
They're making my job, you know, a lot easier, and I suppose they're creating opportunities for Cookie, and it showed in the weekend that once we get quick play the balls, it brings myself, Cookie, AJ and Reno into the game.
After taking top spot on the ladder by downing the Storm, the Bunnies have now set their sights on bitter rivals, the Roosters.
Two foundation clubs that have been going out for years, so you know, it's also the bragging rights around the area. Coogee Road splits us down the middle there, so we'll be having coffees on each side.
The West Tigers need a near mathematical miracle to make the finals. For members of their squad who've never seen September action, they want it badly.
I think I'll be pretty emotional even if I get the chance to play finals footy, so that'll mean the world to me, and it'll be a step forward for the club.
Their month-long do-or-die quest begins against the Raiders this weekend. Neil Breen, NBN News.
With the toughest end to the season and the toughest road trip of the NRL ahead, the Knights are again sweating on the fitness of Mitchell Hughes. If he doesn't play, it could prompt a reshuffle many rugby league fans are keen to see.
Nursing a noticeably sore ankle, but typically unfazed.
It's alright, it's pretty sore, but once you get in a game sort of situation, you sort of tend to forget about it, so that's what's getting me through at the moment.
The NRL's coolest customer limped through his first training session for 6 weeks, but will be named to take on the Warriors. Just where he'll play is uncertain. Mitchell Pearce missed training with a bad cork, Connor Watson remains out with a groin problem, and Brock Lamb is far from certain to come back into the squad. Will the halves' headache force Nathan Brown to shift his number one?
But I'm hoping that Pearce plays, obviously, and it would be good if he does, but if I get thrown in the halves or whatever, then I don't really mind.
He can play any numbers of positions, I believe. I think he showed in the Origin when he played in the forwards how good. He's just a very good player, but you know, I think we brought Kalen to be our fullback, and that's the reason why he came to the club.
Brown will pick Pearce for Friday night's match, but it'll be a case of wait and see.
Hopefully Mitchell's available to play, and you know, we generally are a far better footy team when he does play.
Wherever Ponga plays and whatever hype that brings, the 20-year-old sure doesn't mind.
Just don't really pay attention to it, really. Pretty easy, yeah.
Just ignore it.
No, just ignore it, yeah. Just ignore this.
Kate Haberfield, NBN News.
This round, NRL teams will have a decidedly female feel thanks to the annual Women in League round. Kate Haberfield spent an afternoon with some of the women behind Junior Rugby League who will receive some well-deserved recognition.
As the sun sets on another busy day, Sue Moody and Sonia Booth are just getting started. This pair of rugby league lovers are the heartbeat of West Junior Rugby League, Newcastle's biggest club.
We all have a good game on Saturday? Yeah. We're going to have another good game this Saturday? Yeah.
Sue has spent a decade here at these fields. Each week during the season, she's here a lot.
I think we worked it out. It's roughly about 20 hours probably that we're on ground for. Everyone sort of says, oh, you get to, you know, September comes and you get a break. We don't. We just prepare for next year. Yeah, February through to May is chaos. I think my role's probably up to about 35 hours a week by then with phone calls, etc.
Women like Sue and Sonia do everything from restocking the canteen to registrations and managing teams.
It's a really heavy load from November through to probably May, making sure all the teams, we have the right numbers for each team. Sometimes you're sitting there trying to think, have I got enough for the number of teams that we want, and just trying to make sure that we've got an even number of players, and not too many but not too few as well.
Further up the coast, Jane Keegan puts in the hours as registrar and secretary of the Port Macquarie Sharks. For this footy mum, her rugby league workload is the equivalent of a full-time job.
I think that someone nominated me and that I got selected, so it's exciting.
there's heaps of people that do what I do or probably do more than what I do.
They don't do it for the praise, but they're getting it anyway, nominated by their peers for their contribution to rugby league. They'll now have their names printed on the Knights' jerseys for this Friday night's match.
Wow, very nice. You know, it's nice that some people see it, because sometimes you think that the 6 a.m. starts in the dark on a Saturday that don't get noticed, but, you know, our senior club recognised us and, you know, we're really grateful for that.
A lot of people don't see the work that certain people put in behind the scenes, you know. There's a lot of people that go to a lot of trouble to get a competition up and running, and I think any acknowledgement is deserved.
After selecting his Bledisloe Cup squad, Michael Checker has taken the Wallabies to the Hunter Valley for a training camp. The 36-man squad held a skills session with junior rugby players at Cessnock Showground late this afternoon. The camp is part of preparations for the opening clash with the All Blacks on August 18. We'll have more on the visits in tomorrow night's bulletin. Coming up next, calls for criminal charges following this king hit in the AFL. And Rhiannon Ifland takes in the view from the top of the world title.
Hey, we just won Insurer of the Year again!
Money Magazine's back-to-back Insurer of the Year. Get more with Budget Direct.
We know what dinner time is like, so we've dropped the price of Ingham's frozen chicken breast tenders 400 grams to just $4.
That's why I pick Woolies.
The secret's out. The Good Guys 2-day deals are on now. Samsung 65-inch UHD Smart TV, $27.95. LG 450-litre fridge, $9.95. 2-day deals on now, must end 6 p.m. Tuesday. Pay less every day at The Good Guys.
Oh, listen.
Hey, whoa.
Sorry.
If you can see danger coming, you can stop it. At Specsavers, our optometrists can detect a range of health conditions before they become big issues. Every standard eye test includes free digital retinal photography to examine the back of your eye. So seriously, you should go to Specsavers. Book a full eye examination today.
Off the winter chill at the Maitland Aroma Coffee and Chocolate Festival, Riverside Car Park, August 11 and 12. For more, visit maitlandaroma.com.au.
We know families want to be a little healthier, so we've dropped the price of Heinz steamed fresh vegetables 450 grams to just $3.
That's why I pick Woolies.
Hipsters.
Jack, you're even smarter with your money now.
Handcraft.
So take out APIA home insurance plus car insurance and you'll get 10% off both. It's time to switch to APIA.
We know families get hungry, so we've dropped the price of McCain Super Fries 900 grams to just $3.
That's why I pick Woolies.
At Coles, we're proud to have an Australian first sourcing policy.
Terrific.
Which means we buy from Australian farmers first.
These are the best in the world. Who thinks he's scared of saying?
Nearly all of our fresh Aussie fruit and veg is grown right here in Australia.
All grown on the farm.
All our tomatoes, all herbs,
Dad?
all apples, all pears,
So juicy.
all lettuce, all capsicum, all zucchini, 100% Australian. If you love fresh Aussie produce,
I might say it's a good thing.
good things are happening at Coles.
To AFL and West Coast, Andrew Gaff has apologised for his sickening hit on Fremantle's Andrew Brayshaw, which left the midfielder needing surgery for a broken jaw. The incident has quashed Gaff's Brownlow hopes and could see him sidelined for the rest of the season.
He's got him a good one, because he's...
I just want to apologise to Andy and I feel sick about it and did the wrong thing, and I like to think it's not doesn't indicate my character and all that, but my main thought is how he is.
Australia's Rhiannon Ifland has moved into top spot in the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series following round 4 in Switzerland.